VA Declassified, Episode 3, the Funding Fee and Service Connected Disability. I'm Chris Bettis from Fluent Mortgage, VA Fluently. All right, what is a funding fee and why do you have to pay it? So in backtracked episode 2, right, certificate of eligibility, COE, over and over and over, if you notice when we got your COE, funding fee, funding fee, funding fee, funding fee, funding fee, funding fee. What is the funding fee and why? The funding fee is a one-time payment put on the loan, just above the loan amount. Why? Because it makes it so you have to put no money down. It makes it so that you have a much lower monthly payment per month. It makes it so you have a much lower interest rate. It's a benefit, not just a loan. You served, you potentially died for your country. You took less pay for certain benefits. The GI Bill, the VA home loan benefit. You've got a loan program like nothing like any civilian can get. A lower rate, potentially zero down, and no monthly mortgage insurance. All of those things mean a much lower monthly payment, or you can buy a whole lot more house. That's the funding fee and why and how it benefits you. How much is the funding fee? If you have to pay one, what's it going to cost you, right? So there is a difference between purchase and construction loans and a refinance. The other variance has to do with this, your very first use, the first time you use your benefit, or any other time after that. Now it's almost exactly the same except for if you're putting between 0 and 5% down. So you can see if you're putting less than 5%, it's your first use, it's only a 2.3% fee. If it's your second, third, fifth, 10th, 100th time using your VA benefit, it will be 3.6%. But if you can come up with just 5% and it's your subsequent use, look at this, your funding fee drops more than in half. And then there's just a tick more if you put more than 10% down, but that's the skill part. Maybe we'll look at using that extra 5% for a rate die down or something different. But in general, if you have to pay a funding fee, 2.3 or 3.6, 1.65 and 1.4. Now we'll talk later about the difference when an EARL type 1, unicorn, never seen it, type 2 cash out refinance. And so for an EARL, if you have to pay a funding fee, almost nothing, just 0.5. Super fast abbreviated. If you're doing a cash out refinance though, first use 2.3, any subsequent use is 3.6. Okay, so that's the cost. Let's look at a COE. Does G.I. Jane, remember fictitious borrower, but this is a real COE for privacy, funding fee, exempt. Funding fee. In this case, they would have had to pay a subsequent use. If they weren't exempt, and we'll find out why later on, but if they weren't exempt, they're going to be hitting that 3.6, right, if it's a nothing down. Funding fee, though, they are exempt. So when I pull a COE, this is the first thing I'm looking for, right? Exempt, 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 yes! Not only are they exempt from the funding fee, but they get a monthly stipend of $144 a month, and they potentially have a refund. So about once a month, all the veterans say, I served. I don't want to go after service-connected disability. And if that's how you feel, I get it philosophically and emotionally, whatever. But you served, this is your right. You made a sacrifice. And whether it's ringing in your ears, trigger finger, or something more major, you made a sacrifice and you should be compensated as such. And for this person, it was a really, really small, we're talking only $144 a month. While they may not seem like a lot in terms of monthly payment to that person, no funding fee, right? No funding fee whatsoever. Gone. Funding fee. Who and how it's paid. Of course, it's you. It's always you. It's on your back. You get the funding fee if you got one. All right? Sales price in this case is $400,000, at least for our hypothetical situation. They're putting 20% down. We saw they had some money on the sale of the homecoming. Well, $400 minus $80,000 should be $320. Well, what the heck? Why is it $4,480 more for a loan amount? The funding fee. So in this case, a 1.4% amount, they just take 1.4% times the $320, bottom line $4,480. It just gets added on top. So whatever your loan amount's going to be, if you have a funding fee, it just gets added on top. It's a one-time fee. Again, you'll never pay it again. You're never going to have a monthly payment. It just makes it you can put zero down and have a much lower interest rate, no mortgage insurance. Funding fee, exempt. We talked about it, right? We saw it on the COE for G.I. Jane. And can you get paid back? I don't know if you caught, that person could potentially get paid back. When? If you are currently receiving service-connected disability, or if you're eligible to receive service-connected disability, you're exempt. You're not going to pay any funding fee whatsoever. If you're a surviving spouse of a veteran who died in service, you're never going to pay a funding fee. You're not only are you eligible for the benefit, you don't pay a funding fee. Lastly, and this is the one I think is the most fair. Thank you, President Trump. The act was the Blue Water Vietnam Navy Act, right? And we'll talk a lot about that for another component or piece to it. But something that came about of it that's so needed, deserved, critical is for Purple Heart recipients. So you're active duty, you get a Purple Heart, like shows one of the ultimate sacrifices potentially. You're not going to have service-connected disability. You don't have to wait till you're actually retired. We know you're going to get it. You've earned the right, so thank you. Not everybody knows this, right? So most people have never heard of what's going on with the Blue Water Act. They don't know that Purple Heart people are with them. At least let me bless you and give the information. So if you're working with a generalist, someone who just doesn't know, haven't ever heard of it, here's the circular associated with it and the link. So there it is. Either come to a specialist or just give them the information like, no. I don't have to pay a funding fee. I know I'm not a veteran at this point. I've got a Purple Heart. Please remove that. Service-connected disability, right? We keep talking about SCD. That's the key. Here's the key in order to get that funding fee removed. I'm looking for exempt. Exempt service-connected disability with monthly award. This is everything right here. Again, no matter whether you're 100% service-connected disability or just a tick, and in this case, $144 a month, it goes away. And in this case, service-connected disability is no funding fee. So for G.I. Jane, or G.I. Joe, we flipped it, I guess, I don't know. Sales price is $4,000. They're putting 20% down or $80,000, right? No service funding fee, or excuse me, no funding fee. No $4,480, no increased loan amount. It stays at $320, and additionally, $17 less per month. So thank you for your service. Sorry about your sacrifice. I'm glad you put into work to get your service-connected disability. You just saved yourself $5,000-ish in equity and $17 a month for the rest of your life. Now, what do? Right? So here's something cool. Hypothetically, right? You put in for service-connected disability because you saw this video. We had this talk before you're going to buy a house. You buy a house. You don't have service-connected disability yet, but your claim is here, right? We buy a house and you get hit for that $4,480 in funding fee. VA approves you over here, right? Hey, yes, in fact, ringing in your ear, it always goes retroactive. So if they say that your service-connected disability is in effect here prior to when you bought that home, you can get a refund. So for anybody on here, service-connected disability, had a loan, make sure you check, because if you have it, here it is on the screen, call your local RLC. See if you got a refund coming. $4,000, $10,000, $15,000, whatever it is. Let us bless you. Now, if you're in Oregon, in my state, I pulled it for you, made it easy. Denver's your RLC, of course. How to contact them to get your money back. Okay, so hopefully I've convinced you to go down the path of getting your service-connected disability, right? Going down the path of earning that monthly stipend and then a bunch of benefits later on. So in Oregon, super clean, super easy. Literally, there's the link at the bottom right here. We'll give it to you, of course, and literally it just highlights by county. You click on the county. Mine happens to be Lane County. Super easy. You just reach out to them. You schedule an appointment with them. You go in. They help you fill out the paperwork. They send it to the VA. They help you get scheduled for your medical appointments. You do your doctor's visit. I mean, it's not immediate. and it's not super fast, but once you're done with the process and assuming that the VA comes back and says, yes, we agree, you've been impacted through service-connected disability, they're incredible. They will walk you through and take you through the whole process. They're amazing. They're amazing. But wait, there's more. So not only are you going to get a monthly stipend because of service-connected disability, not only are they going to get rid of any funding fee ever till the end of the time, but certain counties in Oregon, and depending on where you are, will reduce your property taxes. And depending on what percentage of service-connected disability, in Oregon, I've heard it lowered as much as half, or reduced or cut in half. So the time frame when this occurs is not until after you buy your house. So we're not going to know for sure exactly what it's going to be when you're buying, but once you buy your home, again, if you happen to be in Lane County, you just reach out to the Department of Assessment and Taxation for property taxes. You let them know, hey, I've got service-connected disability, I'm a veteran. Reach out, make an appointment, go through the process. So monthly stipend, waive your funding fee, and then get your property taxes reduced. So funding fees, subsequent funding fee, SCD. So thank you for your service. I'm sorry for your sacrifice. There really are some benefits to that sacrifice. Make sure you know what they are and how to find them. I'm Chris Bettis from Fluent Mortgage, VA Fluently. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. This is where we battle fake news, we drop truth, and we give you tools. VA Declassified. This was the funding fee and service-connected disability. See you next week.